Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for June 8th, 2017. We're going to start to turn the corner now. We're going to a drier pattern, and we're also going to be going into a very warm pattern going forward. And actually, this warm pattern is going to be in place for the foreseeable future, not just for the heat wave that's expected late weekend into next week. There's going to be some extremes there where it gets really hot. But I think the overall theme going forward straight through 4th of July weekend now looks like it's going to be at least slightly above normal. So when you don't have the heat waves like we're expecting coming up, and I'll show you that in a minute, we do still have temperatures that are going to be hanging around slightly above normal levels for this time of year, absent of those 90s. So what we have going on today is to look at the morning hours. This is what's left of the upper level low that was influencing our region. It was up over New York State, moved southwest yesterday. It's now over. It's dissipating over the Tennessee Valley, eastern Tennessee Valley. We also have this area of interest, if you will, out here. There's a coastal system that will stay far enough offshore that will not affect our weather that much. I say that much because we're going to allow for a very early shower on Friday, just in the morning. If this does come a little bit close enough up in here in New England to give some wraparound showers, it's a possibility that late tonight. You have some clouds increase in association with this area of low pressure, but don't get the wrong idea like this is coming west like the NAM was trying to show there. The NAM has no support for that idea, so we're going to keep this far enough offshore and maybe allow for a brief shower early Friday morning, but the chances are going to be isolated. Odds are it's going to stay dry. We're going to move this forward here from this and show you where this goes. You can see that moving up into New England at the same time this upper level low dissipates. And you can see this is well offshore, so we're not worried about anything directly impacting us at all. But you have the opportunity as this gets up in New England. There's a few wraparound showers are going to try to make it back into eastern New York State. Wouldn't be surprised if somewhere maybe across northeastern Pennsylvania in the morning gets into an early shower. I doubt it, though, but we'll allow it for that to happen until this pulls away, and then we're expecting this to continue off to the northeast and get out of here. Not expecting any precipitation over the weekend, though. We're just expecting dry conditions, partly to mostly sunny here on Saturday. Temperatures are going to get up. Actually, the next couple days are an increase. Today is going to be an increase in temperature from what they were yesterday by about 10 degrees or so. Then we go about 5 degrees increase from Thursday to Friday, and then again Friday to Saturday. So by the time you're here on Saturday, you're in the lower to middle 80s across the region for high temperatures. And this ridge is really going to start building in. You have a high pressure sitting out here. This is their Bermuda high that gets these winds in from the southwest. At the same time, you have a ridge that's going to become well established over the eastern United States. This is going to be a heat wave, folks, and it's you only need 3 days in a row, 3 consecutive days to 90 degrees or above to be classified as a heat wave. And I think we're ending up with 4 or 5 even in some places in a row. Some places on Sunday already will hit 90, and I think it's going to be closer to the Philadelphia metro. Wouldn't be surprised if somewhere a little bit further in the interior, places like Harrisburg, Reading, Allentown, up to Newark might flirt with 90 as well on Sunday already. But here's a look at Sunday with that high pressure anchored offshore, and it's just going to be cranking with these temperatures. Now you notice it's a very hot, very dry pattern. Okay, so this is the opposite of what we've been dealing with lately. We had such an unsettled stretch going all the way back to the early parts of May, a very long stretch of wet weather, but that is going to be changing this week if nothing else. Then we have this high pressure remaining in place here for Monday and Tuesday and also Wednesday. Here's a look at Wednesday now. Still no precipitation anywhere in the vicinity here for Wednesday. We do have a system that's going to move into the Great Lakes. It's going to have a cold front with it, so scattered showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday out here in the Ohio Valley. Not for here, though. We expect that to come through here later on Thursday. And here is, might even be Thursday night. So that's there's a possibility if this comes in overnight Thursday night, or maybe even hold off to Friday, that Thursday is another day that flirts with 90. So you could actually potentially end up with 5 days if this holds off a little bit, especially down here by Philadelphia where we're expecting temperatures to reach 90 already on Sunday. So that's what the weather looks like this week as far as precipitation. You don't see anything until the very end of the week, and this is what it looks like for temperatures. Again, this is looking at Sunday and projected high temperatures on Sunday now. Now, again, it's going to be the lower to middle 80s Saturday. That's your last cool day, if you will. And then you see upper 80s here in the interior. Lower to middle 80s up here in northeastern Pennsylvania, but you're flirting with 90 down here in Philadelphia, and especially down here in the I-95 corridor all the way down to D.C. You're actually in the lower 90s already on Sunday down there, but we go forward from there, and it just gets hotter and hotter from this point. So here's a look at Monday. Everywhere's in the 90 to 93 range generally, and that remains in place here on on Tuesday. Might actually be the hottest day here on Tuesday, with temperatures kind of closing in the middle 90s down here in southeast PA up into interior parts of New Jersey. Back here, Reading, you got a 94 rating here. So there's a couple spots that are going to be very, very hot, especially here on Tuesday. I think it's your peak day. Maybe it might end up being Wednesday. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this works out, because it's not really backing off at all here on Wednesday with this, as far as high temperatures are concerned. And it might just wait until Thursday before we finally get into some semblance of cooling here. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. I do think Thursday has the opportunity to be another 90-degree day in some spots if that front is held up at all. So bottom line is a heat wave's coming, so prepare for it. You're going to have hazy, hot, humid conditions. It's going to be quite a shock from what we just saw. We're just in the 60s in a lot of places just yesterday and the day before. So now you're talking about temperatures 30 degrees warmer. That it's going to be quite a difference. And also factor in the humidity, and you have heat indices that are approaching 100 or maybe even exceeding 100. Might need some heat advisories down here in the usual spots around the metro areas of Philadelphia, especially down at D.C. So we'll see how that works out. But just prepare yourself for the incoming heat wave. It does not look like this is going to miss this time. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is our outlook for June 8th, 2017. Have a great Thursday.